Alright, so last week I did a video. Let's straighten this out for a second. I did a video of my worst reviews, and I did that because I thought it'd be, more funny compared to, like, I don't like to brag, or come off like that. So I think reading the negative ones could be kind of fun, but some people, I think, kind of took it as like, oh, like, keep your head up, keep going. And so I want to make this video to be like, no, there's plenty of people that inspire me and leave great reviews. And so I'm going to read some of my top reviews. And actually, I'm just going to read, I think, one from each book. I think that would be cool. So let's see what we got. Mwahaha. Let's go. Let's start with a Christmas one. And no, just so you guys know, my computer is having a hard time with life right now. Actually, let me see if I can go like this. Oh, you basic bitch. Just hang in there for a second. Actually, let's do some editing. Alright. Holy crap. That took a whole restart. And like way too much time. Alright. So to start off, we have Carol of the Bells. I'm going to do a short one for this. This is a Christmas story about Santa flying to North Korea and saving Christmas. Action-packed, kid-friendly Christmas tale. I thought this was a great little short story that adds a twist of action-packed adventure to the regular holiday story. A kid-friendly story filled with surprises throughout. That was cool. And then we have, what do we have? The Sword and the Staff. My first one ever. And this book has not very many reviews, but one is. Nice work. It's a fantasy book. I like it. It was really entertaining, not knowing what was going to happen next. The author had a lot of fantasy to write the story, even if he also used real people in our history. Thanks, dude. I should read their names. Should I read their names? I'm trying to start off with the shorter top ones for these books. Okay. It just says Amazon customer. An Amazon customer said, a novel of high school students with a twist. We're at Takedown. BW. That's me. BW has written a novel about high school students. The original group is one of many that succumbs to childless behavior. There are unexpected conditions which must be met. The twist at the ending will be a surprise. This is an excellent read for the genre. ER. Another one says captivating. They all say Amazon customer. Love this book. Thanks, dude. Murder Man. Murder Man has 5 reviews. It literally has 1 in each star section. So there's 1 star, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, and 1 5-star review. And the 5-star, it's actually one of my books that has the rare 2-star, because 2 stars are kind of rare. So who gives a 2-star? It's like 1 star, I hated it. 3 stars, like I didn't like it, but I got through it. Like 2 stars, I don't know. You don't see 2 stars that often. Anyway, Grace Wills said, for Murder Man, excellent read. I was recommended by a friend of mine and was unconscious of the Brett Wellman. So I went into it not comprehending what's in store. The book is compelling and I joyfully made time in my day to pursue it. The level of part, the surprising twists and turns keep you held from beginning to end. I love perusing the book a second time, demonstrating of how captivated I get to be with it. I will be looking for and pursuing more from this great author. Well, Grace Wills, I love you too. Okay, next we have Dinosaurs in the Home Depot. I think the title is pretty self-explanatory. It's basically about dinosaurs breaking into the Home Depot. Like Jurassic Park, but inside of a Home Depot. Literally. Like they battle a T-Rex with a chainsaw, or with a handsaw. Okay. Tim Uncle Jack Cross. I like that name. Tim Uncle Jack Cross says, so funny. It was so funny. I love the ending. 5 stars. Absolutely. I love this book and recommend it for someone who wants a quick read. You shut up. Recommend it for someone who wants a quick read. Thanks, Uncle Jack. I like that guy. Okay, next is Hurricane Dan. Hurricane Dan. This actually is probably, per like sales wise and definitely per reviews, well, definitely per sales, this is my highest, most popular book. It's not my personal favorite, and I think I have better books. This one just landed in the right genre at the right time. Like before The Walking Dead became popular, and right when it was like, there was like a zombie hole. Like now the hole's been filled, and I feel like we're kind of getting more than we want with zombies. Like we can see it every Sunday if we want to. But this is kind of before that, when I wrote a zombie novel, Hurricane Dan. And people just kind of ate it up. That was cool. It was a fun time. And the #1 review, and 10 people found it helpful, which is cool. There's a lot of people were looking at it and reading this review to see. By JP. And they said, great zombie story. This was an action-packed, suspense-filled, exciting story. I never imagined that reading a story could freak me out the way a movie could, but it sure did. The only slightly negative thing I would say is the title didn't fit. Other than that, it contains the lead character's name. Contains the lead character's name. Spoiler. Plug your ears. Spoiler. I love the scene where a group of survivors were swimming through the subway as it had flooded, with only one flashlight, and about halfway through they realized they were swimming above the heads of hundreds of zombies. When the flashlight fell to the bottom and lit them up, I had to stop reading so I could tell anyone within earshot what had just happened. Very exciting story. Highly recommend this one. Thanks, JP. You're awesome. And we have Sapience. I tried to write a Twilight story, and so Sapience is my attempt at Twilight. Oh, let's see. Ooh, the 5 stars a little ways down on this one. Kathy. Let's see what you got to say, Kathy. Kathy said, I hope there's a sequel. Loved it. I hope there's a sequel as the ending kind of left us hanging. Wondering what is next. I wasn't sure about the reader at first in the Audible version, but I ended up really liking the way he read the story. Great price and entertaining story. Yeah, this one has a cliffhanger ending, and I planned on I plan on doing 3 books, I think, originally, but it just didn't sell enough for me to be like, to inspire me to write more. So then there was like the Twilight cliffhanger, and then I just left it there. But I still have the story kind of bouncing around in my head and kind of where I would take it if I finished it, and I might one day. I think I'll shorten it to 2 books, because I think one of the books would have just been too much. But thanks, Kathy. And The Executioner's Lullaby is next. And this is, I think this is my most well-written book. This is like all my years of writing culminated into this one moment. And then I wrote this book, and it's a novella, so it's like short. It's like a quarter of a novel's length. But after this book, then I started building my house, and I had no time to write. And so I feel like I could get back on the bicycle, and I kind of am, and I'm working on it. But like, I was in the zone when I wrote this one. And actually, it has 2 reviews, and they're both 4 stars. So we'll read a 4-star. Lullaby. Sometimes you really can't see the forest for the trees. The story actually did scare me, and I very seldom get scared. But this is one of the but this one had me on guard throughout the whole telling. Also, I usually know what's going on, but I somehow missed the clue in the beginning, for which I'm truly thankful. Otherwise, I don't think I'd have gotten so much pleasure from the being slightly freaked out. Yep, I'd recommend this story. Thanks, Lisa. You're awesome. Let's read the second review for this too, because there's only 2, right? Don't read while camping unless you're wearing a diaper. Haha, this is from Stephanie. Wow, I really enjoyed this book. It was actually scary. I'm so glad I won't be camping in the next few months, so I have time to forget a little bit before I go out into the woods again. The narration was awesome as well. Bravo. I was voluntarily provided this free review copy from Audible by the author, narrator, or publisher. I think the narrator sent them a free copy. But yeah, it was like a freaky horror movie book where they're in the woods and then people keep dying. The woods is killing them. And my personal favorite, I think at this point, this would be the book I would place to represent myself, because it's a feature-length novel, and it's Dead by Dawn, the one where the vampires take over the United States. And the number 1, by, once again, a Kindle customer. I really like this Kindle customer guy. He's all over it. And he says the title of the review is Good. And the review is, this is a great book. It's well written, the characters are well crafted, and there is enough tension to please even the die-hard fans of this genre. I really enjoy reading Dead by Dawn. and I'm sure you will too. Thanks, Kindle customer. You the man. And the runner-up review on this story is Gary L. Gary L says, really good vampire novel. Brett Wellman has a new fan. After reading this book, I'm ready to read more of his work. This is an interesting take on the vampire genre, and I really enjoyed it. The characters and plot were both strong. Be sure to read his amusing bio and intriguing lost prologue at the end. Loved it. You loved it, Gary? Well, Gary, I love you. 'Cause you the bomb. And there's a 1-sentence review under this from Steph. 5 stars. Excellent review. Excellent read. Can't wait to see what this author comes up with next. And you know what the best part about this book is? There's no 1 stars and there's no 2-star reviews. I think that's just awesome. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. But those are why the 1 stars don't get me down. Because I have like, I think total I have like somewhere in the 80 reviews or something. And they're all over the board, but most are high. In that last video where I read the 1 stars, I literally read all of my 1-star reviews. Like, that was it. I could read them all in one sitting in one short video. And I could not, like, I just had to pick the top one for each of these books. So that's why I don't let the 1-star reviews get me down. And that's kind of inspiring me to keep writing and keep working on the craft. And it's just awesome. Like, people are great. I love that people can be so positive. And it actually, I feel the same way about Whispersoft and my ASMR channel. Whereas, like, my 1-star reviews, I think that's like 2% of all my reviews. Not even 1%. And I think on here, like, 1% of comments are negative and everything's just positive and just keeps it flowing in it. Guys, it really gives me confidence just to be like, if I want to make a video, I don't even hesitate. I just go, you know what? I think they're going to like it, and I just make it. And then it's always positive from you. And guys, thank you for that. Like, thank you. Like, it totally, I don't know. It's inspiring, and it really makes it a lot easier to put out videos and a lot easier to be like, no, I can do this. You know, they accept me. But yeah, so those are the good reviews. Anyway, I think we're hitting 16 minutes and this is going to take forever to upload, so let's cut it off now. Alright, I'll see you guys later.